Couple things, guys. First of all, bonus clip, or I'll call it a bonus clip, because it looked epic. It was like, alright, I'll show you that in right about now. But it was a game on moon landing. It was so awesome. So awesome. 3 wins in a row. Also, look at my beautiful golden badge. I didn't really try at all. It's just Moab Pit and boost only was out, right? And I'm the boost only god, like, trust me. And that's cap, but of course. But I can beat every Moab Pit player hundreds of times in a row. Of course, in Ceramic Crucible, I end up choking because I underestimate my opponents. You know, when I go into Ceramic Crucible, I'm like, this guy doesn't even know what a region rainbow is. And then 10 seconds later, I'm choking to a region rainbow all out with pack shooter, even though he's not sending camos. Hilarious. But that's the golden badge isn't really what I want to show you. See, in Moab Pit Boost only, they're not that big of a bot. They know what a strategy is. In Ceramic Crucible, they don't know what strategies are. And they don't know how to play strategies. In Moab Pit, they know the basics. They know the basics. I know the advanced stuff. And Brian Chess knows the... well, he knows everything, alright? I don't even know... See, I don't even know how to compare my knowledge to Brian Chess. Dude, I don't even know how to compare my knowledge. I know every game mechanic and everything. He knows every strategies mechanic. That's the difference between me and Brian. First time ever using Ninja Farm Mortar, by the way. Ever using Ceramic... wait, what? Ninja Farm Mortar. And this guy wasn't horrible. He did use his fourth. And my fourth was living trash for late game. So I couldn't really use it. I'm not even going to speed up. Both start with our farms in the same farmer spot, basically. I don't know why I like mine lower down, a bit lower than everybody else, but whatever. Going Ninja Farm Mortar, he's going Tap Wizard. Does end up blowing out his ice, but it does not matter. This guy wasn't great, and I'm not great either. I've never used this strat before, and it's meta on this map. It is meta on this map, dude. By far. I watched No Money's play it, and that's where I learned the basics. You know, I learned how to defend region leads, Moabs, and all that jazz. And I also learned early game from him. Early game, you want to make sure to over-defend just a little bit. Like, go for your double shot right here as soon as you can afford it. Just so they can't lair against you, because layering is deadly. Like, really bad. So you want to go for your double shot straight up as soon as you can afford it. Instead of greeting for your plantation, because when they start to layer, it's bad. So... amateurs would have greeted for their plantation. I don't want them to layer. Now you go for your plantation. You can send a couple balloons. Try to bait defense. That's what I did here. And it worked effectively at baiting that tack shooter. Fun fact, you don't actually need that on this map because it loops around twice, which basically doubles the damage of the tack shooter. So you don't actually need the blade shooter. You'll leak like 20 lives if they continue sending pinks for the entire round. I get it on plantation. I don't know how I'm $50 short. I guess you don't want to go to 62. You want to go to... Again, I don't know this strat well, so I don't know how to play it, really. It is a 250 eco strat. Just the only time you're sending balloons is to bait defense. So it looks like he's going for a rush here. I'm thinking about getting up my mortar. I'm contemplating. As soon as he balloon boosts, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting up a mortar. When he sends blacks behind, I go for a Seeking Shuriken on strong to pop the black layers into slower balloons, and, well, faster balloons, actually, because yellows are faster than blacks, but balloons that the mortar can actually hit. Balloons that the mortar can actually hit. Because it's really good against yellows and shit. I'm just fine. Went for my farm. I'm saving up a little bit of money for Bernie stuff. Just in case, you know. I'm not even going to go for a Bernie stuff. I'm just going to go for a 2-0 ninja. Which should solo on this map. It's a very short map. Or maybe just a 1-0. Because it's cheaper than a Bernie stuff. Because I don't only have rapid reload or bigger blast. So it's cheaper and more efficient. So I go for my plantation. A little bit of money. A little bit of money left to spare. I'm thinking about getting my farm. And I'm like, I might save up a bit. I saved up quite a bit, and I'm like, okay. not really rushing me. I guess I can go for that. He rushes me. I say, oh shit, he's sending a huge rush with region yellows and stuff. So I just go for a bigger blast in the middle of there, and I accidentally get up a Bernie stuff. I really accidentally clicked that. I feel like it was such a huge waste of money, but I feel like where it is here, in this like, my game knowledge is peaked, bro. Like, I'm not capping. My game knowledge is pretty decent when I'm good at copying people, alright? I'm not good at coming up with my own strats and being good, but, I mean, I'm good at copying people. I think he baits a ninja here. He does. I didn't need that, but I never played this strat before, so I wouldn't know how to greed with it. And I wouldn't expect myself to learn how to greed with it the first time. So I'm like, okay, Balloon Buster right here, right now. I do end up having to boost this, which is upsetting because boosts are pretty important. I didn't have to boost, and I did double spike. He didn't decide to get rid of my spikes because he's a nice guy, but I mean, I didn't need that boost. I didn't even need that second Bernie stuff. Well, I got the second Bernie stuff for region leads. Go for my bank here. Bank, not BIA, bank. Alright? Not the BIA, the bank ski. I send that so he has less money to rush me. So he won't have enough money to, like, really bait too much. I thought I was pretty boost preservative, but I wasn't. Now, I have a lot of money saved. A lot of money because I couldn't afford the BIA, but I expected that. So I rush him, because he's under defending, to get my eco up. Now, this is mainly eco balloons. It's basically like straight eco. I mean, I probably should have sent more. I have to end up boosting this, which is upsetting. I tried hard. Wait, no, I don't. I defended that well. It's scary when you're going this strat, you know? It's scary. But I have 2 boosts, and I had to boost the Moab that he sends. And I had 1 boost for late game, which is not great. And then I used my boost for Oh My Gods, which is okay. As long as I can perma-sabo the second one, you know. So I'll go for my Balloon Jitsu, because I expected that. I easy readed that. Considering I rushed him and I was aggro, he wants to get me to sell that. I couldn't afford a flash bomb, because I expected him to send region leads, which he did. Couldn't afford my flash bomb, I just boosted. Alright? Eventually got my flash bomb, went for a distraction action, because I don't know how to play this strat. I would have been just fine, but I said, fuck it, dude. I basically have this game in the bag. Look at how much he's over-defending, you know. Cash out my bank. I have enough money to go for a BIA. Guess what I did? And now I'm like, BFBs, bro. BFBs. Here is the moment where I think I fucked up. I don't think I should have... I think the BIA was an okay play, but I don't think I should have perma-saboed. So what I did is I sold both my mortars and my Balloon Jitsu for a sabo, because I thought that would be my only chance of defending the BFB. And I think it was. I think it wasn't a horrible play to try to perma-stall the BFB, because they're going to send you one. A great player would send you a BFB after this greed. So I wanted to perma-stall it. And since they just sent the BFB, they can't send you anything when you sell your defense. So I thought it would be a fine play just to go ahead and perma-stall. I didn't have to cash out or anything. If you would have sent me a BFB, I would have been fine, because I perma-stalled it, which would give me enough money for my eco to, yeah, so I go for the flash bomb, can't afford it. There we go, perma-stall. That's expensive. I go for the Balloon Buster Ninja, and that's the defense I chill with. He says, well done. Now he can't send me a BFB, which was his plan. He was planning on sending me a BFB. I should have waited a bit longer to make sure he sends it. I should have waited a bit longer to make sure he sends it and waste his money. But I'm not a pro. This is literally my first game of the day, and the first time I've ever used this strat ever. So, yeah, there's definitely some tweaking, something that needs to be going on here. But it's goated. I feel like it's meta on moon landing because you can't prevent the BIA. Like, I got around 18 BIA. Against Cobra, I would have won. I mean, I got around 18 BIA, plenty of money to defend, BFB rushes and everything, and decided to play with the AI. That's not smart. I have a very adequate defense. Balloon Buster on this map is pretty overpowered considering it hits that entire circle. So, I expected to defend that. I don't know. Do I go for a second Balloon Jitsu? I think I might. I don't think I do, though. No. No second Balloon Jitsu. So, yeah, the Balloon Buster does 3 layers of damage, which is insane. Turns pinks into greens. So, basically, the reason why this is such a... why you can defend region leads, what happens is, you get a 0-0 mortar, he pulls out his 4th, I pull out my dart, show him my dart, realize Wiz Ice is an incredible combo late game. It used to be one of the metas, you know? Instead of Ninja Ice, you would go Wiz Ice. Instead of Dart Ice, you would go Wiz Ice. Basically, people went Wiz instead of Heli. It wasn't meta, but it was pretty decent late game. Judge Josh used it, so that brought it some hype. But his farms weren't great, and my farms were pretty... okay, alright. I go for my plantation here because what I was planning on doing is trying to profit as much as I can from round 24. Right? Because that plantation is going to make me a lot of money, but it's not going to pay for itself. So it was dumb. I don't know why I did that. Don't ask me why. Again, first game of the day. Don't question me. Don't question me. Alright? I know I'm retarded, but don't question me. I cashed out my BIA, went for a second Balloon Jitsu, and I could afford a factory, which I didn't think I would be able to afford. Had more money than I thought. He sends me his, oh my god. Now, I expected this. I literally expected this. That's why I sold my farm. So I perfectly expected this, dude. It was pretty obvious. I went for my factory. I kind of gritted. So I sold my BIA. Which, I mean, I would rather sell a BIA than a factory at this point, so, yeah, I was going to sell it anyway, round 24, I meant round 27, probably, so, him sending this didn't delay anything. He did force a boost, which is pretty good from him. Pretty good to him. So, it didn't delay anything. Him sending this, oh my god, I think it was a dumb rush. Because I was going to sell my BIA anyway. And I still have a facility during these short rounds and already a high eco, so I don't need my BIA at all. I go for a Balloon Buster, a big one. Why? Because AI is looking spook. I'm kind of creating a regrow farm. I Sabo this. I think I mortar stall it. Perfect. I think I mortar stall it twice. No, I Sabo again. And I get 2 flash bombs because I'm paranoid as freak. Get 2 flash bombs, it gets unsaboed, and I don't think I do anything about it. That was a very close defend. He sends me 2 Moabs, and I don't know why. They layered with AI, surprisingly. Like, I don't know how this guy layered it perfectly. I ended up saboing. He scared me. I was like, huh? Moabs? What? I'm just gonna sabo that. You know, I'm gonna play it safe. His ice shards go to work here. Instead of dying, he had an ice shards. Ice shards is really good. I keep all my defense from this, oh my god, except for that one Balloon Jitsu, because I was $1,000 off of affording my facility, so I might as well sell it. I don't really need it. But I do keep most of my defense, because if he sends a secondary, and I'm caught with my dick in my hand with no defense, well, I kind of lose. So I don't want to have that happen. I thought this would be the last farm I go for, considering he should start rushing me right now if he wants to win. He should start space on my godding and try to drain me. Even though he doesn't have the farm advantage, I also have the late game advantage, so he's just fucked, no matter what he does. Go, Grandpa. Leave. Leave. Yeah, he has no chance of winning. He has no chance of winning. He has the Ice Shard and Arctic Wind combo. It's not going to do anything for him. He lose. He lost. It's my first time using this strat, and it worked out well. I could actually go for another farm here because he's not rushing, and I do end up doing that. Grandpa. I'm a bit worried about these Moabs. And the Moabs that came, guys. But no, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. I thought I might have died. I would have died to those Moabs. It was a lot closer, but Battles TV lag. I get up a biggest one, because I kind of needed that for round 32, so I'm going to Sabo here soon, because round 32 AI, so I might as well Sabo, and I'm going to start perma-stalling anyway. I didn't remember what time I Saboed that, so I was kind of lost. I had no idea. I sell a couple of balloons issues, I Sabo, I send him, oh my god. And this is when I start my rush. I probably should have started it earlier. I did go for another farm eventually, because it should pay for itself, considering this guy isn't doing anything. He sends me before I send him. That's not a problem. And it's not permastalled, because I'm trash at this game. I send 3, he's not defending that. I know right off the bat, he's not defending that. All I have to do is stall. All I have to do is stall. All I have to do is stall. I don't even need to defend this, but I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I start selling my farms, because I know he's not going to defend that, so all I have to do is defend this. So farms are not important. I try to get a bit more money out of those 2 factories there. I bought and sold that mortar stall without actually using the ability. That is bad. That is such a waste of money. I end up selling both of those farms, spam Lunjitsus. Micro is not too bad for the first game of the day. It's not good either, but whatever. It's definitely not good. I'm not even trying, I'm just trying to stall it. I'm just trying to stall it. I'm not trying to micro as fast as I can, just trying to stall. Here. Now, what he needs to do is defend those Moabs right there. And I have to defend this. I've already dug the hole. I have to defend this or I lose. I've already dug the hole for myself. I have to defend this.
Well, hurry up. Shh. It's going on 2 o'clock.
And we defended it. And he's not defending those, no matter what he does. I say hi. He says, well done. Ripperoni, dude. That's sad. That's not sad. That was an amazing game. I start micro in my 4th because he pulled out his 4th. I said I wasn't happy that he pulled out his 4th. I see he's about to die. Crazy battle CV lag. Right there, I was trying to sell all my Bloonjitsus, but I played this on my phone, so I probably would have choked if I was on my tablet, you know, because my tablet's pretty trash. You know, my tablet's not that good. No, you definitely don't want to play BT2 battles on this device, on the device I'm playing on. I would have definitely choked to this Oh My God rush, because I'd get up like a Bloonjitsu every 3 or 4 seconds. I went Dartle and Farm Glue on Battle Sands. What the freak? Oh, this is when I tried out Bomb Farm Village and Bonanza. The hell? You guys don't need to see that. But yeah, that was a Battle Sands game that I played over there. I tried out Dartling Farm Glue and Battle Sands. It worked out really well. You went Tack Wizard, and Dartling Farm Glue has the late game advantage. So if you think about it, it's actually pretty good. I mean, Dartling Farm Glue outlasts late game more than every strat on that map. And it's really easy to defend. So I think Dartling Farm Glue might be meta on Battle Sands. Might be. I'm just going to look at my record real quick. My record's not good, because I choke a lot. Yeah, it's not great. I'm gonna play a couple more games today, but that's all I have for the video. See you guys. Catch you in the next video.